First, let me just apologize for this extremely long intro. Second, let me apologize that I'm even having to put this in the video. I had a bunch of technical difficulty and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. It was called Other Dimensional Beings in the background. I was making a Norse mythology, basically Odin, Thor, the realms, how the Norse creation story. And I've been trying to do it for about 3 days now, and they just keep on talking in the background. So, I have decided, so this was yesterday, earlier today. It's yesterday now because it's so late, but this was that, and I decided to go ahead and post it. And tomorrow, when I reread all of the Norse stuff, if they're in the background, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to translate it. If you want to hear what they're saying, need headphones. If you don't, you probably won't hear it, but I can hear it with my natural ears. I don't know how y'all are, but point being, I apologize if you hear any EVPs in the background on any of the Viking or Norse mythology videos that will start coming out tomorrow or the next day, depending on how this goes. So I thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. You can support us by hitting that like button. I need you to hit the like button. I get 50 views and nobody hits the like button. Can't get the videos in YouTube's algorithm if we don't hit the like button. So thank you again. Enjoy the video. Namaste. Hi, and welcome to the video. I just want to say right off the bat that this is a video on Norse mythology and Vikings, and I will probably do a horrible job on these names. They don't have a lot of vowels, and I'm trying to sound them out, but some of them are almost impossible for me to sound out, so please bear with me, especially if I'm slaughtering the names. And Odin, Thor, Freya, I mean no disrespect by slaughtering the names. I really just can't pronounce it. And if I laugh sometimes, I don't mean any disrespect. It's just that some of the stuff y'all do is funny. I find it funny, and I have to laugh. And sometimes I laugh at myself for not being able to pronounce the words. So about 6, maybe 7 weeks ago, I ordered me a set of Obsidian Elder Futhark runes. And I love them. It took about 2.5 weeks to get them, and I've been pulling a rune every day, just one. I hadn't actually, went into a full-on reading yet, casting them yet. But I've been pulling one every day, and it has been spot on. I mean, dead on. Way, way more accurate than my tarot cards ever were. Now, I don't know if that's because I have a better connection to the runes, because I have studied, the Allfather, Odin. I know about Thor and Freya and Freyr and Bald. The mainstream, what everybody knows about the Vikings. Any research this time. Just said 9 days, 9 nights. And when it was over, he perceived the runes. Now, the runes are Germanic, like German, and Scandinavia, Norway, Iceland, Greenland, all up through there is Viking and Norse country. So, I wanted to do this video. I was going to do it on just the runes, but then I really wanted, to find out more about the story of Odin sacrificing himself to get the runes. And then I found some really good sites that I will put the links in the description after the video, and I'm probably mention them during the videos at some times. So gosh dang it, guys, you're doing it again. You're all over my Viking video. Stay out of my videos. and y'all are telling me to get off. I am on my screen recorder. This ain't no app. Y'all get off my screen recorder. Get out of my phone. Get out of my tablet. And I don't know. Gonna hide all of what? I ain't hiding nothing. A what? A blanket full of what? Y'all are tripping, man. Oh my God. What, man? You are tripping. And I can't even believe that I'm even addressing this, because if I want to have a man in here, I can. Because I don't belong to none of y'all. So, stop. Stop. Now, I got a sick baby. I gotta go. She's over here crying, and it better not be because she's seeing y'all, and y'all are scaring her. You better not be doing that, and I mean it. Now, calm her down. I'll come back and do a session later. Y'all get your shit together. I ain't had nobody in here. Not that I owe anybody an explanation. Was that Chris and Allison asking, did I love y'all? Yes, Chris, Allison, I love y'all. What I don't love is all the shit. So, I told him the other night I was going to walk away. Well, I kept hearing somebody calling me yesterday. Calling me. So I come on there to see what was going on. Everything was going fine. And then I sit there and listened to them lie to Lucinda and all kind of stuff. And finally, I just left. So, no, I wasn't going to come back today. I'm trying to work on this video. I got a sick youngin' at home from school. I got a bunch of videos. And Vince what? I ain't got no Vince, because Lucinda done told me that Gene was Vince. That Gene was Vincent. And that fucked my head up. So, I can't sit here and pretend that Vincent's here when I know that he's just a character in Gene's repertoire, in his book, or his script, or whatever. I mean, y'all just act like y'all forget about what happened yesterday. I don't. I'm living in a reality where it hurt like a motherfucker, and I remember it all. Now, I cared a lot about Vincent. A lot. I had a lot invested in Vincent. And then they gonna tell me he ain't real, but now y'all gonna pop him back up so he can tell me to get out of the house that he's gonna sell. This was not y'all's house to sell. And Richard, if I fucked you, it's because you tried to sell my damn house. It wasn't yours to sell to them. So, y'all might better get a damn dictionary.